Have you ever wished your boiled eggs at home came out soft, easy to peel, and just as perfect as the ones you enjoy at a five-star restaurant? You don't need any fancy equipment or chef's training. With just a few small changes, you can make boiled eggs that are tender smooth and a joy to eat. Today, I'll show you a method used in five-star kitchens, gentle, reliable, and easy to follow right at home. Stay with me through to the last part, because I'll show you the exact moment when the eggs turn out perfect smooth whites, tender yolk, and no cracks. It's so satisfying to see. Before we even start boiling, let me share a little secret I always use. If you hold an egg up to a bright light, you can see just how fresh it is. A fresh egg has a yolk sitting right in the center with whites that look clear and tight. But if the yolk wobbles too much or looks watery, that egg is past its best. And when it comes to boiling fresh eggs, make all the difference. They cook evenly, taste better, and peel so much easier. Even though eggs may look clean on the outside, remember that when a hen lays an egg, it passes through the same channel used for waste. That means tiny traces of dirt feathers or even harmful bacteria like E. coli and Salmonella can still be on the shell. Taking just a few minutes to clean them helps protect your health and makes cooking safer. Where are you watching from today? I always love seeing friends join in from different corners of the world. Place the eggs into a clean bowl, add a spoonful of salt and a pinch of baking soda. Then pour in enough water to cover them. Gently stir until the salt and soda dissolve and let the eggs soak for about 5 minutes. Finally, rinse the eggs under fresh water to remove any residue and place them on a plate to dry. Now that your eggs are clean and ready, let's move on to the cooking method. Instead of dropping eggs directly into boiling water, which often causes cracks, leaking whites, and tough textures, we'll use a steaming method that many hotels and restaurants rely on. It's gentle, reliable, and makes peeling so much easier. Start by pouring about 1 liter of water into a pot and stirring in a small spoonful of salt. Salt slightly raises the boiling point of water, which helps the eggs cook more evenly. Next, place a steaming rack over the pot and set the eggs carefully on top. This way, the eggs are surrounded by steam rather than bouncing around in boiling water. For an extra touch, put a small heat-proof dish in the steamer with a little vinegar and salt dissolved in it. The vinegar helps soften the eggshells because the acetic acid reacts with the calcium carbonate in the shell. This simple step makes the shells loosen more easily, so when it's time to peel, they practically fall off. The salt in the dish also improves heat transfer and adds a touch of flavor. Bring the water to a boil on high heat, then lower the heat to medium so the steam is steady. The eggs will cook gently and evenly without cracking or toughening up. This hotel-style method is simple, yet it gives you beautifully cooked eggs every time. When the steaming time is up, resist the urge to peel your eggs right away. They'll be far too hot to handle, and the shells are more likely to stick. Instead, prepare a bowl of cold water ahead of time. The moment you lift the eggs out of the steamer, place them directly into the cold water bath. I truly appreciate your support. Every like, comment, and share helps keep this channel going. This step does more than just make them comfortable to touch. The sudden change in temperature helps the egg whites contract slightly, pulling away from the shell. That little bit of space is what makes peeling so smooth and easy. If you skip this step, the whites often cling to the shell, causing frustration and wasted egg. Let the eggs sit in the cold water until they're fully cooled. Just a few minutes is usually enough. Once they're ready, take one out and gently tap it on the counter or with the back of a knife to crack the shell. Start peeling along the crack, and you'll notice how easily the shell slides off without tearing the whites. Now comes the best part, seeing and tasting the results. Once you peel the eggs, you'll notice how smooth and tender the whites are. They hold their shape beautifully, slightly springy to the touch, without any cracks or rough edges. When you slice one open, the yolk is evenly cooked, rich in color, and perfectly golden. It's a simple pleasure, but one that feels a little special every time. Boiled eggs are not only delicious, they're also full of nutrients your body needs. They're packed with high-quality protein to keep you energized, along with vitamins and minerals that support everything from your eyes to your heart. Eggs are also a natural source of choline, which plays an important role in brain health. That's why they're such a wonderful choice for all ages, from children needing steady energy to older adults looking for nutrient-rich foods that are easy to digest. When I was a child, my grandmother used to make boiled eggs for us almost every morning. I can still remember the smell filling the kitchen and how she could peel them so perfectly smooth whites and golden yolks every time. Back then, I thought it was just magic. As I grew older, I realized she had her own little tricks. Learning them now makes me feel close to her again. And it's such a joy to carry on that tradition in my own kitchen. Gently roll it under the flat side of a knife, just enough to slice through the white, without crushing the yolk inside. This gives you a quick, even cut that separates the two layers neatly. Collect all the yolks in a fine sieve and press them through with a spatula. You'll notice they turn into a fluffy, light texture, almost like golden snow. The whites, on the other hand, can be chopped finely with a knife for a smooth bite. When you mix the two back together with just a little mayonnaise, a pinch of salt, and some black pepper, it creates a creamy filling that feels both rich and comforting. This method is especially handy if you're making egg salad, deviled eggs, or a sandwich spread. The yolks become silky, the whites stay tender, and the overall texture feels almost like something you'd get at a cafe, simple, homey, and absolutely satisfying. You know, boiled eggs may seem simple, but with just a few small adjustments, they can turn into something truly special, soft, flavorful, and easy to peel every time. The little things we do in the kitchen often make the biggest difference in our daily lives. So, next time you're making breakfast, remember these tips and treat yourself to something that feels both healthy and comforting. Thank you so much for spending this time with me today. Take good care of yourself, and I'll see you in the next video.